Welcome. If you haven't warmed up, please pause the video and warm up your spine. Do some dancing. You can do a few sun salutations, spinal flexes, because we're going to jump right into the Kriya. Today's Kriya is for the instinctual self. So what that means is we're going to be working the lower centers, the lower chakras, and really that anchoring and that rooting and that grounding, not only into our own human bodies, but into this earth. I think it's quite challenging times that we're going through, and the ebbs and the flows. Sometimes we might want to kind of lift out of being in this reality, in this commitment, which is not uncommon. We may lift out through the energies of our mind and our intellect, maybe our awareness. Maybe we put ourselves in the past or in the future. It's common, and this Kriya today is going to help us root back into our human bodies and connect into this human existence. You might be asking, why would you want to do that? It is sometimes fun to play in the astral realms and the energetics of other times and spaces. But our power is here and now, always. Our power is always in the now, and our power is physically always in our human system, in our human body. So that might be a bit esoteric. Another way to think about this Kriya is just finding the safety and the security of living this human existence. So helping to release the fear, or sometimes you might find that you're getting swayed by the thoughts and the feelings of others and emotions and what's happening over here and over there, and you don't feel centered and grounded in yourself. This Kriya will help ground into ourselves, into yourself, and provide that anchor so that you can be a compassionate witness. You can see the reality of what's happening in our world, what's happening with your friends, with family, and be there and be steady and even be a force of upliftment. But in order to do that, we have to be grounded and rooted into ourselves. So that is my explanation of the Kriya. It is for the instinctual self, and let's begin. So of course, we will begin by tuning in. Take a moment to settle into your seat bones, lengthen up through the top of the head, pull the chin in, bring the eyes to the third eye point. We'll be tuning in with Ong Namo, Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the divine teacher within. Let's exhale and inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale for the Mangalacharan mantra. Angure name, Jugangure name, Sangure name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. Angure name, Jugangure name, Sangure name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. Angure name, Jugangure name, Sangure name, Siddhi Gurudeve name. All right, let's begin. And as stated, if you need to warm up, go ahead and take a pause, warm up, and then come on back to start the Kriya. This first exercise is done in butterfly position. So the soles of the feet come together, the spine is nice and tall, and we're going to do spinal flexes. So inhaling forward, exhaling back. So that's the motion. Continue on, and I will time you. And inhale, coming tall with a tall, straight spine, lengthening up through the top of the head. And exhale, relax out of the posture. So we're now going to be moving into cobra pose. So let me actually demonstrate the exercise first, and then you can come on into it and begin. So when you're first coming into cobra, it might take a few moments just to relax and settle in. I actually like to come up into Sphinx a little bit first so I can get in the habit of really lengthening my spine forward and creating space in between the bones of the spine. So feel free to do that when you come in, to sort of stretch into it and relax into it. Really listening to your body and what it needs today. Then when we're ready, we're going to come into cobra. So hands are under the shoulders, lifting up, and maybe it'll be a bit more of an up dog depending on the flexibility of your spine today. That's totally fine. Shoulders away from the ears, lengthening the spine. And then the exercise is going to alternate between this posture and then pushing up into a plank. And then exhaling into cobra. Inhaling as we lift the buttocks up and straighten the arms. Well, I guess the arms could stay straight the whole time. It depends on where your cobra is at. You'll notice that my feet The tops of my feet are flat. I'm not tucking my toes. So try that way if you can. And you'll just be moving with rhythmic breath between these two postures. All right. I think you've got it. Why don't you come on into the posture? And I will time you. So take a few moments. To relax into the cobra. Find the lengthening in your spine. And then when you're ready, inhaling up into that modified plank where your toes are not tucked. Exhaling as you lengthen and scoop back through the cobra. And just continuing at your own rhythm, at your own pace, what feels good for you today. Fast, slow, medium. Let it be rhythmic and let the breath be powerful. And if anytime you need to take a recovery breath, please do that. This is a lot going on in this exercise. All right, continue on. Awesome. Come on out of the posture. Maybe just go onto your belly for a moment. Put your head to one side or rest your chin on the floor. Just relax for a moment. Want to take care of your spine when you come up, so you can roll to one side and push yourself up with your arms. Just really paying attention to that low back. No rush. And come on back up. And we'll move into the next exercise, which is in crow pose. So actually this crow pose, you're going to be wrapping your hands around your knees and interlacing your fingers in Venus lock. So Venus lock is interlaced fingers. The feet are turned out. And the spine is as tall as you can make it. So come on into the posture. Once you feel settled here, begin breath of fire. Don't do breath of fire if you're on your menstrual cycle. If you're new to breath of fire, I would suggest watching the tutorial on breath of fire first before attempting it in class, especially as part of exercises. So the clock is going. Keep that steady breath of fire. Okay, nice job. Come on out of the posture. And you're actually going to come onto your back. This next one is pretty easy to talk through, but if you want a demonstration, so be on your back. If you want to take a moment or two and just relax, let the back settle into the floor. And then the legs are going to come together. You're going to push the low back into the floor, and you're going to lift those legs up to 90 degrees and then lower them back down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. All right, so go ahead and begin using your breath. Nice job. Lower the legs down, relax for a moment or two, let the navel relax. And then you're going to roll over onto your stomach. We're going to do a modified boat pose. So on the stomach, legs are together. We're going to reach back, grab the hands at the small of the back, and lift up. And this is modified boat because the legs are not lifting up. They're staying on the ground. So lifting the arms up. And of course, let's add some breath of fire. So keep going at your own pace, taking breaks if you need them. Anytime you take a break, you can imagine yourself doing the exercise. That goes a long way. All right, nice job. Come onto your back and take a few moments to integrate that. This isn't the big one, the big Shavasana, but it is important. So just take some time on your back, arms by the side, palms up. Okay, staying on your back, bring the knees into the chest and start to rock from head to heel. But instead of just rocking yourself up to sitting, keep rocking. This is an exercise in this Kriya. So the knees are tucked into the chest and you're just rocking from head to heel. You can even try and get that nose as close to the knees as possible. Keep giving yourself a free massage. All right, rock yourself up to sitting. I'm going to demonstrate this next one. So I'm going to demonstrate the next two exercises. It's going to be shoulder stand with breath of fire, and we'll hold that for about a minute. And then we're going to move into plow pose with breath of fire for about a minute. So the key with shoulder stand is to put the weight on your shoulders, put the weight on your elbows. Do not put the weight on your neck. So you'll come onto your back and roll yourself up. Trying to get as straight as you can, but we'll just do the best that you can. Wherever you're at is perfect. Again, checking the neck, no weight. The weight's on my shoulders, the weight's on my elbows. And once you feel comfortable here, you'll add a breath of fire. Okay, don't come into it yet, because let me show you. We'll do that for a minute. And then you're going to slowly, really paying attention to your body, roll, going one vertebra at a time, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Roll yourself down, bringing those legs behind you. You can stretch your arms the opposite direction, or you can have your hands just down. And you're going to keep lengthening out here with breath of fire. I mean, as you lower yourself from shoulder stand, you can continue your breath of fire, or you can start it up again once you're down here. But as you are here and breathing, you're going to continue to stretch out, being mindful of your neck. Okay, And then when you come out of this, same thing. You can use your hands to slowly roll, kind of put one vertebra down to the floor at a time. Slowly bringing the legs down to the ground, and then you'll rest. All right. Listen to your body. Don't overdo it. When you're ready, come on into shoulder stand. And add in your breath of fire. Starting the timer now. All right, now start to slowly take the legs overhead, lengthening into plow pose. Listen to your body, go slow, keep lengthening. If it's in your practice, continue the breath of fire. And then once you have the legs on the floor or maybe on a pillow, just focus on that breath and continue to stretch them out and continue to lengthen through the legs and the spine. All right. Now slowly come out of the posture. Use your arms to guide you if you need it. Again, we're lengthening, lengthening, lengthening the spine. Putting down one vertebra at a time, lengthening it. Not forcing. We're doing this with ease and control. Until you find yourself just flat on the floor. And relax. All right, bring the knees into the chest again and rock yourself up to sitting. Last exercise in this Kriya, and we're going to do Sat Kriya as the last exercise in this Kriya. There is one modification, so you might want a pillow for this modification. Normally we do Sat Kriya on our knees. Today we're actually going to do it, if we can, in celibate pose. So that means your bum is on the floor in between your legs. So if this is accessible to you, come on into this posture. You can put a blanket or a pillow or something maybe to help prop it up. And then the arms come up, interlace the fingers. Pointer finger goes straight up. Stretch up tall. Chin in, chest out. Tall, tall, tall spine. And we'll begin. I've got a good rhythm for us. So take a few moments just to get into the posture, and I will pull up that rhythm. All right. Sat, nam, 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 sat, sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Inhale. Inhale deeply, stay in the posture. Inhale, squeeze all of the muscles from the buttocks up all the way through the back, up, imagining energy coming up through the top of your head. Squeeze the energy up, 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 up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen up tall. One more time, squeeze the energy from the buttocks all the way up the spine. Imagine energy going up through the top of the head. And exhale, relax out of the posture. Come onto your back. And relax on your back. Let your body integrate, let it rest. So just come on into a nice deep relaxation. Nice and flat on the floor. Arms are by the sides, palms are up. And starting to come back. Wiggling toes, wiggling fingers, rotating wrists, rotating ankles. You can inhale, stretch the arms up over your head. Exhale. Do a little cat stretch to each side so you can bend the left knee, take it across the right side of the body, twist the spine. And then coming back to center, straighten that leg, bring the right knee to the chest. Take it over the left side of the body and twist the spine the other direction. And coming back to center, start to rub the soles of the feet and then rub the palms of the hands. And start to rock on your spine, rocking from head to heel, and rock yourself up to sitting. Well, we are going to close practice. Awesome job. I celebrate you. I celebrate you showing up and just making this commitment to yourself. It is the most important thing we can do in these times, is have this self-care, this self-orientation, this grounding and awareness, and really just sinking into that joy. So we can not only show up for ourselves and our destiny that we've come to fulfill, but we can be a bright light for others.